All right, let's talk about it. Awoken warriors, if any of you have had the experience of marrying into a toxic, dysfunctional, narcissistic family, then you understand what I'm talking about. Cluster B personality types, all right, that's antisocial personality disorder, borderline personality disorder, narcissistic personality disorder, histrionic personality disorder, all right. You may see signs of sociopathy in them and even psychopathy. All right. Okay. And you'll see that all of this is running rampant throughout the family as you begin to witness and notice that something is just not right. There is a groupthink mentality here. All right. There are no independent thinkers. Everyone is unknowingly assigned a role by the older generation. Okay. That's the matriarch and or the patriarch. You will see the golden child who is the favorite. Okay. Above reproach. They're placed up on a pedestal. They can do no wrong. You are not allowed to outshine the golden child or stand out above the golden child. Okay. And then you'll see the scapegoat, who is the lowest one on the totem pole, the one to blame for everything, the one to pick apart and bully, the emotional dumping ground for the toxic emotions of the dysfunctional family. Other family members will join in on tearing down the scapegoat to keep the heat off of themselves. Now, if you marry the scapegoat of a family, you better believe you are in for it. And you will be put through absolute hell. Okay? You will notice that there is an unhealthy closeness and need for total control from your in laws. Okay? Now, everything starts off great. You love how close knit your partner's family is. They are welcoming, sweet, and supportive of the relationship. You are happy to find a partner with such a great family. Then, as time goes on, you can no longer let the digs disguised as jokes pass. The need from them to know your every move and have an opinion and say so on it, okay? And insert themselves into all of your decision making as a couple. You begin to see how they talk about you to your partner behind your back in a negative light. Your partner then begins to jump on the bandwagon and go against you at times, and most of the time, okay? Taking his family side even when they disrespect you and drag you through the mud over and over again. Chaos and tension become constant in your home, even when you distance yourself from them to keep your peace and emotional well being intact. You will hear your partner's family speak on things that you only discussed with your partner in confidence. Okay. Your partner is so enmeshed with their family that they report back every disagreement that goes on between you all. All right. Everything you do or say is reported back to their family. There is no privacy. All right. The family is told everything that goes on, okay, in your household. Competition, sabotage, and backstabbing run rampant. It's like you and your partner are perpetual children, and you are not allowed to make a move or decision without the approval of your partner's parents. Okay. And if you make a choice or a decision outside of the one that they wanted you to make, they will play mind games and manipulate the situation and emotionally abuse you, emotional blackmail, until they have manipulated you into making the choice or decision that they wanted, until they have gotten their way. If you try to create boundaries, make any perceived slight against them, or you don't ask how high when they tell you to jump, all right? If you speak up about what's going on and how it's not okay, you will be punished. You will be ignored, given the silent treatment. You'll be left out, raged on, gossiped about. You'll be slandered and lied on, okay? All of these tactics are par for the course when dealing with these types of toxic individuals and the dysfunctional family. If you decide to distance yourself, if you don't have a strong partner willing to stand their ground and protect the marriage, they will be easily influenced and manipulated into going against you, okay? Their family will pull their strings and get in their ear and instigate and throw gasoline on the fire until your partner does their dirty work and rages on you, which is essentially abuse by proxy. There is no safe space, ally, or confidant for you within this cult like family. Okay? Anything that you tell anyone in confidence will be reported back up to the top of the totem pole. Okay? The older generation, the matriarch, and or the patriarch. All right. There is an obsession, a compulsion with controlling your every move. Okay. There are skeletons in the closet, secrets, all right, traumas buried so deep in that family that you will never know the extent of, okay? You are an outsider. You will always be considered an outsider and treated as such. All right? Everyone is in everyone's business but their own. Because of this, you and your partner can't bond and form the household, marriage, and family that you should. Once you marry, the family you are creating becomes the priority. Okay. This dysfunctional family cannot allow that to happen because they must maintain total and complete control. Okay. This is what they thrive on. This is what drives them, having the power over others. And make no mistake about it, these people get a kick out of seeing you in emotional distress, emotional pain, turmoil, all right, seeing you down, okay? They thrive in chaos. This is what fuels them. There is a sadistic nature to these individuals. Okay, and they keep you in emotional chaos, so that you will be in a down mood, in a state of confusion, all right? Lower self-esteem, not operating, you know, in your best manner, okay? That way it's easier to maintain the control over you, okay? And to the outside world, this family presents as the perfect family. You know, everyone loves them, but behind closed doors, there's all of this chaos, deceptiveness, okay, and emotionally abusive behaviors going on. You notice that you are losing yourself, and then you begin to remember how your life was before you came into contact with your spouse and their family, okay? And that you were happier before and you are no longer yourself, okay? You are sad, irritated, you feel depressed, angry, anxiety creeps in. You find yourself walking on eggshells. You feel like nothing is good enough. You may start to seek the approval of the family for every little thing because they have now emotionally and psychologically abused you into submission, which is their goal in the first place. Now, you know you saw those red flags during the dating phase, but due to your own upbringing and trauma, you overlooked them and allowed them to be swept under the rug, and it was familiar to you, okay? So now that you have woken up, it's time to stand up, create healthy, firm boundaries, and stick to them no matter how much backlash you receive from the family. Distance yourself, do not communicate with them. Make sure your partner understands that you don't want any contact with them if they continue to disrespect you and your marriage. You and your spouse have to stand as a united front. There should be no leeway for anyone to drive a wedge, divide and conquer, or destroy your union. Sometimes your spouse will love you enough and be strong enough to protect you and stand up against them, okay, and choose you. Other times you will see that their family of origin comes before you and the marriage, and the dysfunction, disrespect, tearing you down, and trying to destroy you will continue. In that case, it's time to stand up, okay? And it's time to leave. Move on and be happy. Reclaim your peace, okay? You take your power back, okay? You make the decisions over your life. You are in control of you, okay? If you don't leave, it will only escalate and get worse, okay? If you stay too long, allowing the abuse and mistreatment to continue, these toxic individuals will drive you into a mental health crisis. The amount of damage that these individuals can do to your psyche is extensive. Get out now. Love yourself enough to know that you don't deserve this type of treatment. All right? You are worthy of peace, happiness, contentment, living your best life, respect, okay? Being surrounded by people that love you, okay? Healthy love, healthy relationships. Stand up, awoken warriors. And as always, thank you so much for all of the love. Thank you for all of the support. Thank you for watching. It is all greatly appreciated. Please let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section.
Oh.